Oh yeah guys, I dropped my bike on my leg, and it doesn't matter how experienced you are, accidents can happen, and I'll kind of explain that. So if you guys can kind of see here, this leg is really swollen pretty bad, and if I didn't have my full riding boot on, I actually had my green ones on when it happened, but if I didn't have these on, I would have probably broken my ankle and all these little tiny bones in my feet. So this video is going to be about motorcycle riding boots. Pretty much why it's really important to wear these and why you should not be wearing tennis shoes, because if I would have had tennis shoes on when I dropped the bike on my leg, yeah, I would be in really bad shape on my foot here, and you can see how actually swollen it is back here. It's really bad. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. I'm still going to work. It's actually this happened last week, and you can see how much swollen it is. I just been icing it and whatever, but it's pretty painful. I'm gonna go out there to the bike and show you guys what happened. So I would consider myself a really good rider. I'm really actually getting pretty good. Outside of, like, I've never raced on a track, I'm pretty good at riding, right? I ride a lot. I've put in 20,000 miles on my bikes in 1 year, and I ride a lot. And, like, you can be the best rider in the world, but I just lost my footing on a hill. I slipped, the bike fell over, and it landed straight on my calf muscle here. And it hurts. Obviously, you can actually see it much better now than you could and up there in the house. But nothing happened to the bike. Might have a little scratch here, and the reason why nothing happened to the bike is because it literally crushed my calf. So I was on the bike like this, and I was on a hill, and I was talking to this girl who has a bike, and we were on this, like, hill, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna back it up off this hill. So I got up on my both legs, and I was gonna push it back like I usually do with both legs, but I couldn't get it. So I decided I'm gonna get off the bike, and I had my Dying Easy boots on, and when I go to get off the bike, I had my hand on the brake here, and when I go to get off the bike, I lost my footing here, and I had already had my leg. I don't remember exactly how I had this hand on the brake or something. I don't remember what I did exactly, how I did this. But in any case, I was like this, and I had my foot on the brake. Oh, yeah. That's what it was. I was like this, and I had my hand on the front brake, and I was going to start pushing it back, and I lost my footing on this hill. I just slipped on my foot, and the whole bike just I went down like this, and the whole bike just crushed the back of my leg. Luckily, nothing happened to the beautiful lipstick. She's all good. Not a single mark on her from this incident. This is actually from a stone chip that flew up and hit her, so that's not even from it. But this is why it's really, really important to wear riding shoes, or boots, actually, rather. I mean, if you're wearing tennis shoes and that happens, you break a lot of bones in your foot, and that is going to be really painful. And obviously you can see, by the looks of this, how painful that could have been. And why it would have broke my foot is because it would have twisted my foot and crushed it. But it couldn't do that, so all the pressure just went right to my calf. It really, really hurt. Luckily, I had on my Dying Easy Twerk Out 3s. The green ones, actually, not these white ones, but they're in the house. So I have these in green and white. And these are really good for a lot of reasons. They protect your shin. They protect it in that instance. They protected my ankle from twisting. And they also protected my ankle from being crushed. But they did not protect my calf, which is fine. I'd rather deal with my calf muscle being a little bruised and hurt than, my shin being crushed or my ankle being broke or like some of my toes or whatever being crushed under the bike. The bike is 400 pounds. It's pretty light, but obviously you guys can see how painful this actually is. I'll kind of try to demonstrate here. Maybe like you can actually see how swollen my leg is. Like, it's pretty bad. So yeah, it hurts, and this is why it's really, really important to wear motorcycle riding boots, even if you're just like in a parking lot practicing, or you know, you're like the greatest rider in the world. I mean, honestly, if I would have had these on, which I wear quite often, these are just my TCX riding sneakers. Yeah, they give you some durability around the edges, but I'm pretty sure I would have broke my ankle or like severely hurt my ankle in that instant because of the way I went down. And look, there's like, I'm a good rider. This had nothing to do with riding. I literally just slipped on the heel of this, and I just literally just lost my footing, and I slipped, and the bike went down. Luckily, I had somebody with me to help me, and so the bike didn't go down like super hard because she was right there with me. So, but it did crush my leg pretty hard. Like literally, the rear set went right into my calf, and you can kind of see like how just like swollen my leg is. So motorcycles are dangerous, and it doesn't even matter if you don't even have to be riding. Like I wasn't even riding the bike. Like I'm literally parked on a hill, and it was my fault. Like I should have just went down and around like I did after I dropped it, but I didn't hurt. The bike's not hurt. It's not fine. It's not scratched or anything, but I'm hurt. And like I said, guys, wearing the right gear is really, really important. Like, you know, if you drop the bike on your hand or on your arm, you fall over and you don't have gloves on, you're gonna crush these little bones in your fingers, and your foot. You know, like your foot's so important. Like, if you don't have a foot, you can't work. You can't work. You can't make money. If you can't make money, you can't buy motorcycles and parts and stuff and cool stuff. Like whatever, you know. And so, having the right gear is really important. I think these are like probably the best boots ever made. I love these boots. I want them in black now. I just because my green ones and my white ones are both pretty dogged. I mean, I've put over 13,000 miles on both of those boots together. Well, no, I'm sorry. I try to split them up, and about 13,000 I've had them since both. So probably about 6,000 miles on each of those boots. I also have the Alpine Stars SMX V2s. These are okay. I just don't like the way they look. I think they're ugly, so I don't wear them. But these Torque Out 3s are really good, and they look good, they feel good, they're comfortable, and they have the zipper in the back so it doesn't get caught and stuff. But, you know, it doesn't protect the back of your leg, but, you know, it's pretty unlikely you're going to do what I did. Usually you're going to fall on the side. And I think that if I didn't have these on, like I said, I would have twisted my ankle, and it would have been really, really painful. Now, you can wear something like this. Like these are the shoes I was wearing when I got hit by the car, and I didn't break my toes, although they got pretty trashed. But they protected my toes from getting broken in that accident when I was like, you know, I literally got hit by a car doing 40 miles an hour. So I, you know, was saved. Like, I mean, you can see, like, my ankle was, you know, supported. And I think wearing these would have been better, definitely, than wearing these type of sneakers here, which would have done absolutely nothing in this situation I found myself in now. Like, I usually just wear these when I'm going to the van pool. If I'm going to take my bike to the van pool, I just throw these on and my work pants and my jacket. I'm literally going 5 minutes down the road, but I want something. And I don't feel like motorcycle boots and the whole thing. I just keep these on until I get to work and switch into my Nix Builder Pro work boots. And so these are really good, but don't want to drop your bike on with these on because you're not really going to be protected. It says it has D30 armor inside there, but it's nothing, man. You're gonna crush your foot in these. You can't do that with these, you know. And then another option is to, like, I also have these Alpine Stars. Forget what these are called. These are the faster 3 ride knits. These are pretty good. A lot of people like these. I'm not a fan of them. They just got super beat up. I don't like the way they look. Kind of regret buying them, and I don't really wear them ever. They have support though in the ankles. I just don't like the way they look back here because you always end up seeing your sock. And I'm very weird about the way I look on my bike. I don't want to see my sock. I just don't like the way they look, really. But the ride nets are really good for, like, if it's really super hot. They're very breathable. They have all these little holes. And, you know, some people may be attracted to these, and you do get some protection. And you're definitely getting some rigidity. They're very rigid on the side, so you're not going to crush your foot. These would have been really good in this situation as well. But like I said, nothing is better than a full, you know, you got the, I guess that's aluminum, I'm not really sure. It's aluminum, magnesium, what it is. You can see, you know, these things are dogged. My green ones are trash. Like, the green ones, like, have no grip anymore. This thing's missing. I mean, I wear those things all the time, more than the white ones. My white ones are more for, like, bike nights and when I want to be showy, kind of. It depends on what jacket I'm wearing. I like all kinds of different stuff. But I do really want the black ones now. But yeah, I absolutely love the Twerk Out 3s. I think these are the best motorcycle riding boots you can get. And, you know, so don't budget. Like, I know that, like, Doodle on a motorcycle released a video about, like, budget motorcycle gear. Honestly, guys, I'm going to be straight up and real with you. There is nothing budget-friendly about motorcycles, gear, or anything that you're going to do with bikes. There is no such thing as budget-friendly anything. You can buy cheaper gear, but it's still expensive. And honestly, like, what's cheaper? Like, buying something like this? These are still $120. These are still $100, and you're getting zero protection. So let's be real with ourselves here, and let's make real content, guys. Like, because, like, if you're telling people that you're going to save money, it's then the only way you're saving money in motorcycles is when you're buying cheaper gear that's not actually going to protect you when you need to fall. So honestly, what's going to protect you is expensive leather pants, expensive leather jackets, and full race boots and gloves. That's it. And I don't care how hot it is. Like, I was yesterday in 93, 95 degree weather in full leathers, and I was fine. Okay, like, it is what it is. It's hot, but when you go down on these bikes and you're wearing Gore-Tex and you paid, like, you know, $120 for a Gore-Tex jacket, you paid $120 for a jacket that the armor can move around too much. It's going to be too loose. It's not going to help you. It's not going to really save you at all. The motorcycle riding pants that I wear from Raven Moto are absolutely excellent. They have DuPont coating. They have slide resistant. They have Kevlar. They are, if you're not going to wear leather, I would only wear some pants like that. Doesn't have to be Raven Moto, since that's my affiliate, and I can give you a discount code, Hardcity, all caps. That'll get you 10% off, so shop that link down below. I'll show you. They have a really nice armored hoodie. They have really nice stuff, but it's not cheap. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to pay to play in this business, in this game. And like, I don't want to see budget-friendly motorcycle gear videos because it really makes no sense. If you're doing budget-friendly motorcycle gear, you're just buying gear that's not really going to protect you. Like that's what it is. It's cheap armor, it's cheap Gore-Tex, it's cheap stuff that doesn't fit, whatever. So, like, the whole, like, budget thing, just get it out of your head right now. When you're getting the motorcycle game and the gear, you're going to be spending some money. This is not a budget-friendly thing, and I'm just sorry, that's just how it is. And it's not just because I have a Ducati. It doesn't matter what kind of bike you have. Okay, you're going to spend money. Everything's expensive. It is what it is, right? And so get yourself the best you can. And when you're my best advice that I can give you is when you make the decision to buy a motorcycle, you should be also putting money aside to get the best possible gear that you can afford. I'm not saying go out there and spend millions of dollars and, like, drain your bank account. Get the best gear you can afford. And it'll pay off. Like, and honestly, I'm gonna, like, gloves, boots, and a helmet. A helmet is always number one for me. Like, you have to wear a helmet. It's not a discussion. It's not up for discussion. But helmet and boots and gloves are, like, absolutely the most important thing. And then, you know, if you can get a nice jacket, you can get yourself some armored pants, get some leather pants, whatever. But, like, you could be just practicing in a parking lot. You don't need full leathers. But if you don't have these on and your bike goes down, you drop your bike on your foot, you break your foot, you break your ankle, you break your toe, all those little things in your toes. Guess what? You're wearing a full cast. You don't make a toe cast. You break your toe, you're wearing a full cast. You're done for, like, however many weeks. Also, you probably won't want to get on a motorcycle again because it's going to hurt. You're going to lose confidence. Get yourself a good pair of boots. These are like $245. They're probably on sale, too. and these are really, really good, and they just saved my ass. Like, I can go to work, like, I'm a little sore, my calf hurts like a motherfucker effer, but hey, I'm walking, I can still ride, and the bike's not hurt, obviously, because it crushed my freaking calf. But this is an exact example of why you wear motorcycle boots as opposed to sneakers or tennis shoes, or even something like this is better than nothing. And so that's it. That's what I got for you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Follow the link below for Raven Moto if you want some awesome gear. I'll leave some B-roll of their new gear looks like with the armored camo joggers. Oh my god, they're so sick. And the new Ruroc hoodie, the new Raven jacket. They're just, all their stuff is awesome, guys. I'll leave some B-roll of how dope that looks. And you can check it out. Use my discount code HARDCITY, all caps. 10% off. I love you all. Peace.